There is speculation now that the Women's Reservation Bill could be tabled in the special session. Parikshit joins us now with the details. Parikshit, the bill has been in cold storage for close to a decade now. What are you picking up? There's also a cabinet meeting slated later this evening. Any indications on what is likely to be taken up?
Well, the timing of this cabinet meeting is definitely interesting. As we know, cabinet meetings usually take place on a Wednesday, but today it's taking place on a Monday evening. The first day of the special session of Parliament, which is a 5-day session. So this has given rise to speculation that there could be some very important legislation that the government may bring before Cabinet for approval before it brings it to Parliament. Now, yesterday, after the all-party meeting, the opposition, almost in one voice, has urged the government to bring and pass the Women's Reservation Bill. And they said that this should happen as the MPs move to the new Parliament building. So let's look at the history of this bill. It was in 2008, in fact, May 2008, that the Women's Reservation Bill was first introduced in the Rajya Sabha during the UPA rule. The bill sought to reserve 1/3 of all seats for women in the Lok Sabha and state assemblies as well. 1/3 of total number of seats to be reserved for SCs, STs, for women in Lok Sabha and state assemblies, and reservation of seats for women shall cease to exist 15 years after the commencement of the Act. Now, this was the original bill that was brought in way back in 2008. This was passed by the Rajya Sabha in 2010, but lapsed after the UPA lost elections in 2014. Interestingly, both in 2014 and 2019, this was in BJP's manifesto, and the BJP said that it gives high priority to representation of women in all forms of government and is committed to 33% reservation in Parliament and state assemblies through a constitutional amendment. This has not happened so far. The government yesterday on record, when asked about the Women's Reservation Bill, said a decision will be taken at an appropriate time. Currently, 14% of the Lok Sabha strength, or 78 women MPs are there in the Lok Sabha. In Rajya Sabha, you have 29 women, or 12.2% of the Rajya Sabha strength as women MPs.
All right, Parikshit, appreciate you joining us here. So all eyes now on the decisions that are likely to be taken and cleared by the Cabinet later this evening. We will head to a break, but before we do that, you can catch all of our stories on CNBC-TV18.com, on WhatsApp, on Geo Cinema, and of course the best of market, business, economy and global news truly at your fingertips on all of our social media platforms.